What's going on, everybody? Check out this clip from the Pre-Patch podcast. What I have actually been playing and spending a majority of my time on, and we're going to talk a little bit about hardcore, but we're also going to talk about Season of Discovery because that actually just dropped today. And
little WoW segment.
I've put in some time there. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. I can't.
Now this isn't the same hardcore that we talked about before, right? This is different.
This is the official version of hardcore, not the like.
So when we talked about it last time, it was the modded version.
I don't know if
I thought you were only playing the official.
I only played the official version. Yeah, I never played the modded.
We mentioned the differences, but that was about it.
This is still the same thing. And again, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking about hardcore. It's just
the only thing that's happened in between is I think he got some dude killed. I remember that.
He's gotten a couple dudes killed. What are you talking about?
I mean, no.
Well, were you wardening, or did you bait them to their death?
Baits them to their death and leaves them.
That's not that only happened one time.
That's the story. 100% accurate.
Okay, so that only happened one time, and that was his own dumbass fault. So twice, and it was their own dumbass fault. So the previous version of this was I was playing as a mage and they were playing as a warrior, and we went into an area that we were on horde, and we were going out to if you know the quest, it is insignias. It's where you have to go over in Orgrimmar. There's a cave that you have to go get the insignias off of the these like casters. It's a fucking terrible. In hardcore, any kind of cave is fucking death, right? It's just trouble because the spawns are so small. And so I didn't know, and Enigma informed me, which I wish I would have known that earlier, but we went into this cave. I was he decided to charge. He didn't listen to me when I said I'm and he just decided to keep fighting, and I turned around and left. And it's not my fault that he couldn't outrun my Frost Nova, to 3 people in front of me, but didn't. And then he just kind of wrecked it and died. And
literally pulled a Shane from The Walking Dead and was just like, later, bitch, shot him in the fucking thigh.
That was last night. Last night, we were kind of in a similar area, except I was the rogue and somebody else was the the mage.
Were these people that you know?
Nope.
No.
And this dude,
but they know him now.
The mage was actually helping me out, and I do feel bad for this one because he was helping me out. His quest was already done. He was level 13, no big deal, but his quest was already done. He was just kind of there helping me tag a few other enemies to get my kills. And he's like, hey, I'm I was like, okay, no problem. I'm just gonna pull this one. Like I can pull it. So I threw the dagger, it missed. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna stealth up and backstab them, and I should be far enough away. It's not gonna pull the other guys. I was not. It pulled the other fucking people. And then on top of that, the way that we ran, and he chose to run with me, it pulled like 15 guys. And then he decided to go to the right when he should have followed me to the left, and it made his health bar go to complete 0. And then he should have stopped attacking, and he frost nova'd, and then they kept it, and they just killed him. And I was like, that sucks for you, man. And I just went stealth and fucking walked off. So that's,
just left the scene of the crime.
But
like I said, Shane, literally Shane from The Walking Dead, shot him in the thigh and was like, later, bitch.
I didn't get you killed,
Take
Pika.
this as
You
a
got
warning
yourself
if you want to play hardcore with Sinan.
Pika, you got yourself killed. You leveled without me, bro. You went up and were doing things without me. That's your fault. Anyway, this kind of is the draw behind hardcore. There is something about it. I can't tell you, like, I can't pinpoint why hardcore is such a intriguing thing to play, because it really is a pain in the ass to get like up to these levels, then
it's
die.
a big waste of fucking time.
But at the same time, it's almost kind of like this Dark Souls element of like, I can do it. I can get up there, right? And I don't know. There's something about it.
I was going to say, I thought if anyone would appreciate hardcore, it would be you though, Bill, just because of your challenge runs and stuff.
Yeah, but that's just me being stupid on my own. That's not a company monetizing the loss of characters over and over for profit.
Yeah, but there's also
what
a lot of good content.
Server? Like, if we're not talking the company base, like just the
the private mod, I don't care.
Yeah,
that's 100% fine.
It shows Blizzard and their schemes of taking all these
same
ideas.
Thing with Diablo hardcore. Like, I don't get it. Like, if I'm gonna play those games, I don't want to like spend 20, 40, 60 plus hours working on a character just for it to get one shot off the screen and then me lose all of that time in progress.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
the hardcore stuff on Diablo,
I understand the appeal. I do understand the appeal, but it's an appeal for people that have more time than I do to waste, I guess.
I will say it changes the way that you do play this game, because there is
no doubt.
in MMOs in general, like there is just a haphazardness of like, it doesn't really matter. I can just kind of brute force my way through stuff and, you know, and I'll still be okay. Whereas in here, obviously, you are more, you know, about what am I going to do? How am I going to pull this kind of thing? So it adds a
Can't
strategy
just jump
element
into the deep end.
Yeah, that I do really, really enjoy. I can say like I've not enjoyed WoW as much as I have this hardcore kind of experience. Now,
and this is hardcore classic, right?
This is hardcore classic. This is hardcore classic. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they could do hardcore retail, to be honest. Me and Enigma talked about this. I don't know if they could actually go into retail. I think they could do BC. I don't even know if they could do Wrath without changing a lot of it.
No, you'd have to change it completely. Yeah.
But I think that's about as far as they can go. What I am excited to super talk about, though, is if you don't like beating your head against a wall with hardcore, well, you can join me and who else? And Nigma, put your goddamn camera back on, fucker. Put your camera back on.
It's broken.
Okay.
I'm trying. Relax.
Okay.
Jesus
I thought it was.
fucking Christ.
I thought he was running away because of this.
Jesus.
Because that fucker right there is
I'm like,
also
it's
playing.
broken, bro. Fucking relax. Chill your tits. Fuck.
I thought you were trying to hide. That fucker right there is
Jesus.
also playing WoW. He is back. He is playing WoW, and I am super excited about that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this. All right. Let's talk really quickly. Okay. Bill Scruffy, we have talked so many times, right? Over the past, right? How many years have I played World of Warcraft? I've played since the start, right?
I don't think you've ever played.
Almost 20 years.
You've always just been in the background. I don't think you really
almost 20 years. And every one of those years, I have been a Horde main, right?
Yeah.
Fuck the Alliance.
For the Horde.
For the Horde.
Yeah.
Thrall was best.
I'm a Horde.
Anduin's a little bitch. Fucking every ounce of my will, every ounce of my being is a Horde. All the way. This motherfucker comes in today and is like, hey, bro, I know that our friendship will prevail throughout everything.
It sounds just like him.
You need to play the Alliance with me.
That's definitely how that conversation went. Hey, what's the outcome? What was the character that you just created, Enigma?
And then on top of that, right? He tells me,
go ahead, finish, go ahead, continue
and then on top of that, he tells me, well, the guild that we're joining is on the Horde. I said, or the guild that we're joining is on the Alliance. And I said, no, the guild you're joining is on the Alliance.
Go ahead. No, go. Keep. There's some parts of the story that you're leaving out. Just get to the end.
This tells you how much I like Sin. Unfortunately, as much as I dislike him, I do somewhat like him. I did make an Alliance character.
Yes, there it is.
Even though I do not want to.
There it is.
We got some Alliance Forevers in the chat, and any for the Hordes in the chat.
My question is, how much? How much did Sin pay you?
I didn't pay shit.
I mean, he better be paying you something.
All I said was that we will create a Horde character on another. Oh, it's showing my. Yeah, I don't know what this.
I already know we're gonna create. You don't have to tell me.
Yeah, we're creating a Horde character on another
It's
server,
happening, regardless if you make one or not.
But what drew Enigma back was and what we're talking about really is the season of discovery. That is what is dropped this today. And if you're unfamiliar with what season of discovery is, it essentially it's classic plus, if you want to call it that. It's this idea that they basically they've added new areas, new quests. They've added some new abilities with this thing called runes. If you're a retail, you know about rune forging. That's separate from this. This is basically you'll find things out in the world. They're random chests that'll be out there. You'll kill mobs that'll drop these runes. You'll have quests that'll give them. but they essentially allow your character to do different things. So you can have a rogue tank, you can have a mage healer, you can have you know, a little bit more variety with your class, like a warlock tank, right? Than what you would normally have. So it's just a newer version of this game with newer content. We're getting a 10-man raid. You know, it's just, and I will tell you, like, popping onto the server, I know, Enigma, you've been around, and you were around when, like, with me whenever the game first launched. Like, seeing the servers this populated on Classic is not something, like, it's just, there is a nostalgic feel of like, wow, this is WoW. Like, this is what WoW was when we first played the game, you know. And I don't know, I'm really enjoying it. Enigma, you know, I don't know your thoughts on it so far. We're not that far.
I mean, I'm playing an alliance.
Oh my God. Okay, get past that.
So,
just the fact of why you decided to sign back up.
That tells you everything right there. No, I've been kind of excited ever since they kind of announced Season of Discovery, because it's something that I've already been playing. I've been playing Ascension off and on throughout the last, you know, year or so. And if you guys don't know what Ascension is a free-to-play private server that essentially has no classes. There's no class system in the game, so there's no hunters, there's no warlocks, there's no priests, anything like that. It's all based off of the abilities that you get off of pieces of equipment and off of runes that you can obtain throughout, you know, essentially doing what's essentially Blizzard took Ascension, the idea of Ascension and a couple of other private servers, exactly like they do with a lot of these things, exactly like they did with hardcore, right? And they copied it. But it's a good idea, and I think it brings something fresh to the table, at least for World of Warcraft, and it brings something fresh to the table for me with when it comes to in terms of Classic, because Classic, I get the nostalgia of Classic, but I also remember the bad things about the nostalgia of Classic. Classic was not an enjoyable experience for a lot of reasons, right? It was an enjoyable experience for a ton of reasons, but it had its bad sides as well as its good sides, right? So I'm glad to see that they're at least trying to bring new content in, but at the same time, I'm like, I have some gripes with it. Like, there's a couple of little things, and we were talking about it, myself and Sin were talking about this just before the podcast started, with like the fact that they are locking everybody to level 25, which makes absolutely no fucking sense. We do not know. It's an indeterminate amount of time as to when we're going to actually be unlocked from 25. I think the next progression is going to be 40, roughly, probably. We don't know how long that's going to be, but if you know anything about World of Warcraft, like, a lot of classes don't really get their bearings until after like 30, 31, somewhere around there. Warriors themselves, like 35 is when they start hitting their big progression spike, right? Like, up until about 30, 35, warriors are extremely, extremely slow when it comes to like leveling. So I'm really curious to see what the reasoning was for the level 25 lock. I have my tinfoil hat ideology of it, and it's because they want to suck as much, you know, subscription time out of their players as possible. But that's just the vindictive side of me that doesn't like Blizzard talking. So
I think it's also probably the most accurate reason.
It's probably the most accurate, honestly. Unfortunately, yes. It's probably the most accurate, but we'll see. I'm excited to see. I'm tentatively excited to see some of the changes that they do. I'm looking forward to the Warlock. I made a Warlock. I made a Gnome Warlock. And I want to go down the tanking route. They gave Warlocks the ability to tank through a rune that turns them into a demon, which is kind of crazy because that's essentially what the Demon Hunter is. Like, the Demon Hunter tank spec is essentially a tank that turns into a demon and tanks, which is cool because I enjoyed tanking as a Demon Hunter in Legion. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to some of the changes that they make. Looking forward to see some of the what are they called? The runes? I think they're runes, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the runes and the abilities that you can apply to your gear and everything like that. Looking forward to seeing the new raid that they have. I'm hoping it's going to be a good step forward for WoW. They need something, because, like, honestly, the last two expansions were pretty rough. I heard the last expansion was decent, and I'm kind of tentatively looking forward to this next season or this next expansion, but I'm still kind of meh, you know.
Okay, so big question: if by chance I were to ever pick up WoW, what class should I play?
Well, okay. Are we talking Season of Discovery? Are you talking classic?
Just whatever.
So, well, it just the only reason I say is because there's a lot of things that go into like if you're talking season.
Well, let's just go vanilla then.
If you're gonna go vanilla, I would. I think
coming from the only MMO that I play White Mage and Dragoon right now. So
yeah, I would probably say like DPS. I would maybe go. I don't know. Maybe I mean I could see a priest because you could do a disc priest and disc priests can be okay, or even maybe
priest
like a paladin.
Priest was what some of the people in my community said as well.
Disc, you ass.
Priest, yeah, priest or.
I think also shaman. I could see you as a shaman or druid.
Shamans are dope, man.
I could see if we're talking about Season of Discovery and not just vanilla. Like I think you'd actually really like the new melee hunter. I've heard that it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a rogue with a pet.
No, melee hunter. They sacrifice the pet for more. Oh, you don't have to. Obviously, it's not a requirement, but it's a melee hunter that usually it looks like they're going to take the lone wolf rune, which sacrifices your pet for like 30% more damage, essentially.
Big paladin energy. I do like to bomb.
Yeah, I mean the paladin. The nice thing about it is because it gives you the ability to, if you want to tank, you could tank. They're not the best tanks, but you could tank. You could also heal. You know, they're not the best healer, but you can definitely
like a jack
heal.
of all trades character.
I take it back. Actually, I think holy paladins are actually some of the best healers, if I'm not mistaken, in classic. And then they're good DPS. So, you know, it just depends on like your play style. Because for me, I was always a caster or a tank. So I played warrior and I played mage. Never touched rogue, would never touch rogue, actually was pretty vehemently against rogue. And then in hardcore, I decided to play rogue, and I was like, holy shit.
And who was the one that told you to play it?
I got it, but I also don't like playing I started a paladin in Season of Discovery and saw fucking 50 paladins. It was like, no, fuck this. I'm going to go play whatever one is not playing. And so I'm playing rogue again, but like, I'm really enjoying rogue. So I don't know. I mean, it's hard to kind of pinpoint a class that you may enjoy, you know, per se, but I mean, you're more than welcome to test it with us.
There's so many races in this game now. Holy shit.
Well, if you're talking retail, yes.
You're looking at retail. Yeah, there's still, ridiculous. If you're talking about vanilla, then there's only
there's like 5 different types of elf. Yeah,
that's retail. Oh, wow. And if you're talking retail, what class should you play? I actually think you would really enjoy Monk. I think you might enjoy Invoker because you're not like Evoker is the action class that they put into the game, but
you hated Invoker.
I could not. Yeah, I did not like Invoker. I couldn't stand Invoker because I've played WoW for like Enigma. I've been playing for 20 years, right? Since the game has been out. Like I've been off and on and played this game. So if you coming into it and trying to force feed me to to be like this is an action based combat system, when I know it's not. It doesn't,
what they
it doesn't
try to
work.
Play that class as?
Yeah, like it's
like
moving.
A hybrid.
Yeah,
like it was like a Wild Star class.
Not as much as Wild Star, but like you do have this stuff where like you can cast stuff so that you can do this ability so that you can move and cast, and then like there's things where you like the longer you hold it, it does different damage, and if you cast on yourself, it does something different than if you cast on an enemy, and then it's like. Again, there's like cones that you're putting stuff in. It's just weird. It doesn't fit. Where like to me, if you're gonna do action combat, a rogue is great for I think it fits. I think Demon Hunter it fits. Like the action combat fits there.
They did a really good job with the Demon Hunter. I think personally, at least.
So,
I know a lot of people don't like the play style,
but yeah, I mean, I would love for you, Bill, to come back. I would love for all of us to fucking go back and play.
I was never there to begin with.
Or yeah, to come and play with us and come play WoW. Like I would fucking love it. Right now is a great time with the Season of Discovery because the cool thing about this and with Season of Discovery, and I encourage anybody that if you played WoW a long time ago and got sick of it, or whatever else, or you never played and you wanted to try it, what makes this so great is because it is that there is no meta. We don't know what is out there right now. It really is a Season of Discovery. We are what is
SOD running off of?
Classic.
Is it classic? Okay.
It's classic, yeah.
It runs off classic. Okay. So, it is a whole like you know, it's kind of that freshness of WoW again, of being like, we don't know what's out there and what's to come, and there's not been a PTR of this for fucking days and days and days and days and days, right? Like it's new, so we're all experiencing it fresh.
Tired of classic pretty fast. I didn't last more than
a lot of people will, unfortunately.
But you think that Season of Discovery will offer a bit more?
I think that, but also too, I think because the reason I say yes, I think there's certain things about classic you have to understand that is just classic. Now they have made things more quality of life better, right? But like there are still things that are still nostalgic, right? Like you're not going to be, you are going to do what you're seeing here, right? There is running.
Obviously, I have none of that nostalgic sense to run off of when it comes to classic.
So you kind of have to take yourself to that mindset of like not MMOs of before of now, but MMOs of the past, you know. And so there are some things that are just kind of like, okay, I'm going to be running and doing, you know, all of this kind of stuff. That's just, why not just allow me to port pretty quickly and whatever, right? Because there are also so many people playing Season of Discovery right now, and even hardcore, because there's so many people playing it, a lot of that kind of pain point that the quality of life stuff, I will say that goes away. There are some other pain points, right? Like mob tagging. You're sitting here fucking like Enigma was like, there's so many people trying to kill this one group of people, of mobs. You know, they have improved the mob time.
There's a reason why I didn't go hunter. Like I usually, like my original main when I was playing in vanilla was a hunter. There's a reason why I didn't go hunter, is because in order to get a pet, you have to have people not kill the thing that you're fucking looking to get.
Right. Oh, that's annoying.
Good luck with that.
So there's, you know, I would say that, again, I would love for you to come and try it. I'd love for everybody, the whole crew, to come and try it, you know, and jump in. I think that there is a lot of cool, this is the thing, like if you're going to jump into WoW, you have to jump in either when something is new and launches, like a expansion, or this, right? Season of Discovery, classic hardcore, when the world is encased and everybody is playing this game, right? Like you're not going to feel like a dead, you know, it's not going to feel dead, because part of classic, and I think why you didn't like it, was because you were walking around the Barrens and it was fucking barren. There is nobody fucking there. Like there's no one there.
So boring.
Yeah, good luck doing that now with Season of Discovery. There's gonna be, you're gonna have the opposite. You're gonna be like, I fucking wish there was not so many people here. I don't know, man. It's fucking good. Like,
okay.
And I'll tell you right now,
I mean,
if you guys
I'm still playing Final Fantasy 14 right now, but if I ever hit a burnout period with that, I might pick this up.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. I mean, I will make the commitment to Enigma if you guys all join. If you guys play, maybe minus Bill, because like it sounds like he may not join right now. But if you guys join, and Scruffy, if you decide to join, I will fucking delete my character right now. We will go make a horde on Lone Wolf, and we can play horde. I will bite the bullet and say fuck the guild that I am in, and I will go play horde with you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go undead. I'm not doing barons. I hate fucking barons.
Bro,
I hate fucking barons.
I'm telling you, man. There's so many better races in fucking horde. Come on now.
Anyways.
So he's over here playing a basic bitch human.
No. Well, human is great for rogues. They get sword specialization. Why would you not? If you're gonna be a rogue,
bitch human.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway.
I was actually thinking about doing an undead as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with undead. I mean, that's
everybody agrees with me.
Oh my.
I like that. Thank you guys. Everybody agrees with me.
Anyway.
Oh man.
So yes, so Season of Discovery, it's out now. Go check it out. Poor Pika. Pika's like, I fucking hate you. Oh
man, been working on his alliance.
Just to stress it as much as possible though. Like I am very interested to see how long they are going to keep us at 25, because that's going to be key for like. There's already people that are almost like 25 as of right now. I'm willing to bet that there's probably multiple people that are already 25 in the game right now. Like it's just such a weird thing for them to lock us to that. It just makes no sense to me. But
hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the patch notes. And if you want to join us live, we stream every single Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube as well as on Twitch. Also, if you miss a show, you can always catch us at anchor.fm/prepatch podcast or wherever you listen to your podcast. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the show.